on top of the world, about to jump above it. Take it straight to the moon, 'cause we know how to rock it. Ain't no thing you can do, ain't no way to stop it. Now you're feeling it too, let's get it started. Throw your hands in the air while the beat is dropping. Acting like you don't care when everybody's watching. Just keep whipping your hair like that, you got it. Yeah, you're feeling it too, let's get it started. I'm ready, ready. Let's get it, get it. I'm ready, ready. Are you ready, ready? Let's get it started. Charts off the meter, turn it up, blow the speakers, make them more to believers. Break through the surface, tell them open the curtains, give them all what they wanted, yeah. Now let's get it started. I'm ready, ready. Let's get it, get it. Yeah, I'm ready, ready. I'm ready. Are you ready, ready? I'm ready. Let's get it started. Yeah, yeah, I'm ready, ready. Let's get it, get it. I'm ready, ready. Let's go. Are you ready, ready? Let's get it started. Let's get it started. Let's get it, get it. Let's get it started. Let's get it started. Let's get it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Give me something new. Time to break loose. Take it to another level. Now we on the move. Shout if you coming with me. Going over the limit. On your mark, keep it steady. So tell me, are you ready? I'm ready, ready. Let's get it, get it. I'm ready, ready. Are you ready, ready? Let's get it started.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to a new era for your home for sim racing. LSRTV welcomes you to coverage of the SIM500, and this is their winter series. Tonight, the Trans-Service Blizzard Cup Series, a 10-race series that set the stage for their regular full series that'll crank up in February, live on LSRTV as well. We welcome you to round one from Chicagoland Speedway on the iRacing simulation. Good evening, I am Wesley Outlet on play-by-play. Joined alongside is John Mushton Jr., our color analyst, and Joey Gattina. I know he's excited to have the SIM500 League with LSR. I know you know him very well. He's a good friend of mine as well from NASCAR and ARCA. What a fun race we got here tonight, buddy. And we're already at 40-plus cars practicing.
Oh, man, these guys always draw a big crowd there, Wesley. And you're right, Joey's a great guy. A really bunch of great guys in this league, some of the best you're going to find in sim racing. And a lot of these guys, Wesley, I'm sure you knew this, like Donnie Leah, guys like that, have won in real-life racing series like the Truck Series, ARCA Series, Xfinity Series, stuff like that. So I'm really looking forward to tonight's race. Talked to Joey earlier today, and he really wants this 10-race season to help these guys get ready for next year. They're going to be running this new Cup car next year for their Monday Night Cup Series, and he's looking forward to 10 really good races with these guys, getting them glued into this car.
Well, again, we welcome you to coverage from Chicagoland Speedway. This is round number one. Practice is got about 4 minutes remaining. There are right now a total of 43 cars to be exact. So let's give you the race 411 if need be here today. Race information presented by LSRTV, bottom left of the monitor, and there you see it here. Heat races, if necessary. Now I want to say that. There's qualifying. Qualifying locks in the top 40. Right now, we're at 43 cars. If we get one car more or other more than that, then we will run a heat race. Qualifying will lock in the top 40. Unless we have a 43-car field like we have now, everybody will go to the show. There will be a last chance race, if need be, to take the top three for 43 cars on the mile-and-a-half here at Chicagoland Speedway, 100 laps. So, again, there you go. There's the analysis. I will also add that this is a fixed setup league for the Trans-Service SIM500 Blizzard Series. In addition to that, there will be 3 sets of tires, 1 fast repair, 100% fuel, just like the real racing is. And, John, if need be, there will be a green-white checker 2 attempts.
Yeah, I'm hoping we don't have to see that tonight. But, these cars are really fun to drive, Wes. I don't know if you've had a chance yet to take them for a spin. But I did a test run today for Joey. And we're looking at least 1 pit stop. I went 56 laps on a tank of fuel. But I did it all in 4th gear, which I did not know there are 5 gears in this car. So I'm looking at anywhere between 50 to 57 laps on a tank of fuel. The tires, they're probably going to need maybe 1 set. I did that whole run on 1 set of tires and hardly saw anywhere, I would say 70% on the right front and 80s on the right rear. Lefts, we're looking at 80s and 90s. So we should see some really good racing. Joey talked about maybe a really hot and slick track today to help these guys wear those tires down even more. So that should play into it. Could make it really exciting.
Yeah, man, for sure. Again, it's going to be a good time, a good race, and we're glad that you are along for the ride. Again, this is the first of 10 rounds of racing, and we welcome you again. But by the way, John, I sent you a friend request, buddy. And let's take a look at the LSRTV weather conditions. It is 90 degrees. Track temp is at 150. Well, I was trying to tag you on social media. It's track temp at 115, and the wind speed is at 2 miles per hour. So that is a look at the LSRTV weather conditions, and it is clear. This will finish, even though they have lights, they have this race set up for a daytime event at Chicagoland tonight. And, John, this should be fun here. But, of course, follow SIM500 Esports League on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, at LSRTV on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. He is, of course, John Muschin. I'm Wesley Outland. Thanks to Rocket Media, Live Sim Racing for the production. We will take a quick break, qualifying when we come back. A fun time, a new era, Trans Service Blizzard Series Cup when we return from Chicagoland on your home for sim racing.
An automobile purchase shouldn't be hard. The hardest part for the consumer in the whole process should be selecting the vehicle. We have the online credit application. We can bring the car to you to see it, to test drive it, to deliver it. We have all the tools in place, and we've had them in place for a long time. I just think now we've perfected it. It's become part of our culture. We've, kind of taken it to the next level. It is easy, and it should be easy, and it should be fun, and it shouldn't take a whole lot of time.
This is iRacing, the world's premier online racing game. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat to experience today's newest form of competitive motorsport, virtual racing, all from your home PC. Race virtually in indoor series from NASCAR, IndyCar, IMSA, the World of Outlaws, Aussie Supercars and more. Take on legendary circuits like Daytona, Silverstone and the Nürburgring. Join iRacing's global online racing community and get on track today at iRacing.com.
Well, it's about time. Welcome back to coverage of the Trans Service SIM500 Esports League. This is the Winter Series, okay? They call it the Blizzard Cup Series on your home for sim racing. This is a 10-race Winter Heat Series that will set the stage for February and 2022. The Trans Service Cup Series, the SIM500 League. And John, you just hinted on it. We know this to be true. Joey Katina has done a fantabulous job. Okay, I know that's not a real word, but it is in my world. A fantabulous job to create such an awesome SIM500 Esports League. And you can see virtual racers of iRacing, but even real NASCAR, ARCA, weekly short track racers could possibly run in the SIM500 League tonight. And, of course, in the Trans Service Cup Series regular season that kicks off in February right here on LSRTV. Your thoughts, bud?
I'm digging it. I'll tell you what, man. Running against these guys will humble you in a heartbeat, Wesley. I used to consider myself a pretty doggone sim racer, a good one. And it took about 1, maybe 2 races with these guys to learn that I had a lot to learn. You touched on it. I touched on it earlier. We got guys like Donnie Lee, Scott Simley's in here. Joey Jatinian himself. That man took laps in the ARCA cars at Talladega and survived. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we have some very impressive drivers heading up a roster in this league.
Certainly is, as we are not going to give you, per se, blow-by-blow of qualifying. However, we will give you some type of coverage of there is Gillenwater on the speedway, the number 4 machine. Bob Gillenwater right now climbing. Chad Coleman is currently the fast qualifier, as there goes Gillenwater's car. And I believe the final tally for this race is exactly close to 43 cars. So we might skip a heat race, a last chance qualifier, if you will, John, and lock in this field for this 100-lap event. There's the 127 out there to qualify now. We'll keep an eye on him as he is on the clock. This is going to be Kevin England. Kevin England in the 127. And there's the 14 on the LSRTV colors. Got a sponsor already by your home for sim racing. And John, that is the driver of the number 14 machine of Joey Gattina.
Yes, sir. That's Joey. And he reached out to me today to whip something up for him real fast that showed his pride in his
You
league.
did that?
And, yes, sir, I did that car. Did it for him in about an hour.
Awesome.
And, yeah, he just wanted simple and elegant, and he likes the color blue. And Cody threatened to fire me if I didn't paint it blue, so there it is.
And here comes the Brights Boutique entry from originally Puyallup, Washington. Now from Tucson, Arizona, the Toyota Camry number 46 of Sean Brightsman. Sean Brightsman looking
That's
to try
a good-looking car.
be a Northwest Cup Series champion, John, 2 years in a row. He won the championship last year. And Sean Brightsman now running in the SIM500 Racing League.
Well, he's going to fit right in here, Wesley. We've already said it a few times. Some fantastic drivers here. And you're right. Brightsman's been tearing up the Northwest Series. He's just he's on a roll. And I think he's probably the only driver I've seen from there venture out into leagues like this. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I forgot where I was going with that whole comment. Just bear with me. I'm half asleep here. I'm old, man. That's my excuse.
We want to thank Trans Service Logistics Incorporated. They are the proud sponsor of this series for the SIM500 Esports League. Go to Trans Service Logistics Incorporated on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And, of course, we appreciate them sponsoring the Blizzard Cup Series. In addition to that, the National Tour for iRacing and the SIM500 League coming up in February. Qualifying continues here for this race at Chicagoland. Up next is car number 39, and that is going to be the driver on the racetrack, taking time of Daniel Falkingham. Daniel Falkingham on the speedway, and he'll climb to second. Falkingham looking good.
He's a driver to keep your eye on. Daniel, I remember when he first came to, he's just going to stop right there on the track, getting he? Nice. When he first came to SIM500, he was good. I mean, the kid is just phenomenally good. Real fast, everything he gets into, trucks, cup cars. Oh, are we really? We are. Who's going to be in it?
We are running a last chance heat race, is what I've been informed in my ear from my producer. I don't think we are. We are running a heat race?
It looks like we are.
It looks like we are. We are. Well, this is going to be fun. We've got to hold it together, boys. Just pull in. That's all I got to tell you in this thing early. We have a two-car. Is this a two-car heat race?
It is.
Somebody didn't take the green, and the lights are off on the pace car. Well, listen. Henry Ford always said to have a race, all you need, John, is two cars. We proved that theory here in the first ever race of the Sims in the Trans Service Cup Series.
Who's
on
your pick for this big
LSRTV
crowd?
Right now.
I'm
first
taking the
one
6
across
car.
the line. What can I tell you? I'm going with the Hooters car.
All right. Winner gets lunch from the loser at Hooters. Is that what you're saying? Okay.
I'll send you some chicken wings, okay? I'll send you. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen, number 6 and number 15. This is Billy Stanley and Paul Cremeri or Crumry. I'm sorry, Paul Crumry.
Crumry.
Okay, thank you, producer. Paul Crumry. Paul Crumry. And Michael Milfett Jr. did not take the start. So here we go. All right, so this is your starting lineup. I mean, the lineup was so fast, we didn't even need any theme music. I mean, you know, it's like, here we go. 6 and 15, side by side. Pace car comes in. John, who may the best man win, literally. One winner, one loser. Here we go.
8 laps to
We're
solve
green flag.
this huge mystery here.
I just say everybody rebel and pull in.
What would they do, though? I mean, oh, goodness. We got 2 cars on track, and they're still going to try and wreck each other, it looks like there. A little push-up from the 6.
They know that the TV cameras are on them only, okay? Here you go. Yeah, watch this.
Oh, here we go. The
Well, here you go.
cam, LSRTV.
This is the battle cam. Look at this, John. This is your battle cam. 2 cars. Take your pick, left or right. Heads or tails.
Tails. You know what's
And here
you know
comes the 15.
all seriousness, what I find really interesting about this shot is it really shows the lack of pull-up the setup has on these cars. Now,
sure,
I'm sure it'd be a
definitely,
little bit
yeah.
different if, you know, Chrome Rye had somebody behind him. He might be able to pull up a little bit quicker, but that's something I didn't get a chance to test out earlier today. But, you know, the draft, apparently, you know, it's just as bad with these. I shouldn't say that. I'm sorry. I shouldn't knock iRacing. But we've all said it, but the Cup cars have no drafting ability at all on the super speedways anymore with this new package they came out with. And but we're not going to have that problem, Wesley. In the main event, it's going to be 43 cars on track, and it's going to be a blast to watch.
Hey, that's no problem. My broadcast partner in the real race I did last night for Racing America slammed the new next-gen car, and Racing America is now part of NASCAR, and they just were not happy about that. So, yeah, that did not go well. It was like
Well,
5
no,
to go
let
here.
me clarify. I love this new car. It is a joy to drive this new car. I just don't like the draft package, and it's not just this car. It's the Cup car. The actual car we're driving right now in the Cup Series, the A car. There's no ability to suck up to somebody without at least 2 or 3 cars behind you. I hate that, but that's just me. I'm just a little old dude in South Louisiana. That's all.
I have to tell you, I have a confession to make, John. Okay, we're new partners.
Yeah.
And I've never said this a lot publicly on a broadcast before, but I've never ran iRacing before. Never. I just broadcast.
Really?
I just call the races. I wouldn't know how to turn left, turn right. I thought somebody was using their keyboard.
Well, hey,
4 to go, halfway,
that,
3 to go this time.
but I don't want to say who he is, but there is somebody in a league that we watch and broadcast for that drives with a keyboard.
Okay.
And
How do you,
not even joking.
Okay, well, does he do well?
Yes. There's guys
all
that
that
use
matters.
laptops and controllers out there in the Pro Series. Did you know that?
No, this is the first for me.
Yeah. As our producer just pointed out, the guy that wins so much in a certain league, he uses Xbox controller. And it's really, I mean, I guess, Wesley, you know, you don't have to have the big wheel and the pedal set up and everything. These guys get it done with just the Xbox controllers too. But me, personally, I like the feel of the wheel in my hands, man. And, you know, I spent the money, but, you know, then I race against guys like him and get lapped inside of 10 laps and feel like an idiot. But anyway, 2 laps to go. We're coming to white flag now. And it looks like Stanley's going to have to put up a fight from Crum right here on his last lap there, Wesley.
Yes, sir. CRN 1 to go. By the way, find all details at wearecrn.com. We've got football playoffs. We've got college basketball, high school basketball starts, by the way. We also got some iRacing and even possibly a drag racing broadcast for audio and video this Saturday and Sunday for IHRA. Final lap, Stanley out in front. Down below the apron as they go into the corner, checkered flag, and it is Stanley getting it done. All right, I'm mad. Billy Stanley beat the Hooters car. I'm not happy about that there, John.
Well, that's all good. It's all good. But that shows right there what I was talking about at the start of that little heat race. It's got to be frustrating for the guy behind that leader when he's got no help to help push him up past him. All Crumright could do right there was just follow the leader's tracks there. But, again, I don't think we're going to have that problem, Wesley, tonight. We got 43 cars gridding up right now, taking the track.
Warm up, so we'll step away, thank some sponsors, and we'll come back for the lineup from Chicagoland when we return.
Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, right? Our Ram trucks, truck of the year, amazing trucks. We have fun Jeeps, and then the exciting Dodge and Chrysler products. Lots of performance there, lots of excitement there. They've done a great job in really creating a full scope product line that could suit everybody's needs. Whether it's a family vehicle or a fun vehicle or a utility type vehicle or a big truck, we've got it all for our customers.
From Rye. Welcome back. Checkered flag is waving. If you came on the racetrack and took advantage of at least one lap, you might be one up on everyone else. Welcome back to coverage of the SIM500 Esports Racing League sanctioned Trans Service Blizzard Cup Series, Chicagoland, round 1. Let's give you your starting lineup. Now, I promise you'll see more than 2 cars. On the front row, host the 26 to the outside, Daniel Falkenham in 39. That's your front row. Row number 2, Nelson Rivera, the 22. Brian Macklin, the car number 30. He'll start on row number 2 and 4th. Row 3, Donnie Leah. Oh, yeah, he's a real racer. He's won before. He's in the 7. Tyler Dalton in the 19, row 3. Row 4, we'll find E.J. O'Rourke in the 41 machine, Bobby Wetzel in the number 9. And to round out your top 10, Brian Tiffany in 34, Kevin D. Brown in the 93. Your top 10, John, here at Chicagoland.
Row 6 could be Richard Beasley in that tide ride. Is outside, he's got Kevin England in the new number car. And the 99 of Tommy Ryan in row 7. Next to him is going to be Mike Kelly in the 2 car. Row 8 be Kevin King, the infamous Kevin King. Chad Coleman in the 38. In the 09 car in row 10, you got row 9, Christopher B. Williams, and the 96 car who's outside of Gerald Livingston. And finally in row 10, you got Mike Montez in the 21 and the 18 car of Bentley Glazer.
Row number 11, Sean Breitzman from the Northwest Cup Series, 46 to the outside. Joey Gattina, the man that got it started, the LSRTV entry. Bob Gillenwater, the number 4 machine to the outside. Robert Fire, third in the 77. Fire, the third. Then you got John Fowler, the 00. Jeff Hollingsworth at 97. Row 13, row 14. We'll find Randall Watkins in the 27. Stoney Benfield in the 57. Row 15. We'll find Jimmy Coleman, the 54. Matthew Kirkcoffey in the 28. Bring him home there for the lineup, John.
16th row be Scott Sibley in the 12th. His outside Anthony M. Calantoni in the 84. 17th row, Dwight Beverly in the 01. Shannon Wood, a great super late model driver in the 02. And in the 18th row, Ron Holyfield in the number 1 car. Charles Woods in the 40 car. Row 19, Tyler Hunter, 70 car. To his outside, Randy Yoakum in the 8 car. Row number 20, Doug Simmons in the 04 car. Doug Roth in the 43.
And we are green flag. Down out Stanley, Milford, the rest of the field. The new Trans Service SIM500 Blizzard Cup Series round 1 is underway. They'll send it to turn 1 at Chicagoland.
Got a great start by the 2 guys up front, Gonzalez and Falkingham. Falkingham's really hanging on tight in that high line to the outside. I think he's going to be able to pull it with a little bit of help from the 30 car on the outside. Meantime, down below, Gonzalez has Rivera tucked in tight behind him, and he's going to nose his Chevrolet out to the front there in front of the crowd.
From the top view here at the Windy City Racetrack, Chicagoland, ladies and gentlemen, you have a virtual race. Gonzalez powering away. Falkingham in second. Look at these guys, 40 plus in a pack of their kaleidoscope of virtual colors. Roar to the back straight away. Into 3. Gonzalez leads them in the corner.
It's like the Pied Piper out there. He'll jump up high. He'll go down low just to kind of break the draft up these guys. In the meantime, 3 wide right here between the 10 of Beasley, the 93, I think, of Kevin DeBrown. And I didn't catch that guy on the outside, but These cars are so easy to drive, Wesley. We're going to see a lot of 3, maybe even 4 wide racing if we're lucky.
Down the back stretch, they go to that third turn. What's so impressive to me in the early going, John, they're going 3 and 4 wide. Racing so exciting, 29 up the hill there, battling for position. That's King and Beasley and Ryan fighting for spots. Look at them, 3 and 4 wide in most of the parts of the track, and in such precision driving, they keep it straight and narrow. They respect one another. You want to talk about some of the best of iRacing? They're in the SIM500 League, and we're excited to have them now on LSRTV. The leaders go to 3.
Absolutely. That 29 car of Kevin King, he's having some problems engaging in stealth mode there. Keep losing sight of him. Kevin goes way, way back in sim racing. Wesley, just a little background for you. Kevin King, along with Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Martin Truex Jr., those guys, they founded a league called the Dirty Mo Posse. We had a little contact there.
Yes, they did. Boy, that was close. The black car on the inside, I believe, of Gatina. That was Macklin's car, the 38 machine. And boy, they got crossed up with one another. What a save they made. That was Coleman, my apologies. Coleman around the 10 of Beasley now. As you look at this, man, you know, I ain't gonna lie to you, Joey. I told Joey this, John. Oh, we got one on the wall. 2 cars on the wall. Caution is out. Trouble in turn 1 and 2. Caution on the front straightaway, actually.
Cars there.
Oh my goodness! When we're still wrecking, it started with that green car right there, and the first caution is out. It's a multi-car accident. I'll give my point here in a moment as we take a look at our first Pulse Popper instant replay. This is the 127 machine that got caught up in this accident, and that is the driver of Kevin England. And let's give you your take of what happened, John. Just everybody fighting for position. Somebody zigged and zagged, contact. Oh, yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I believe Randall Watkins in that 27 car, excuse me, probably didn't know that England was just outside right there, and he went up to try and arc his car down on the turn there, and just there wasn't any place for him to go. That spot was occupied by England, and unfortunately, it's going to take out a couple of other cars. But the good news, Wesley, is these guys do have a fast repair, and they can get in there and get it fixed. But now for the rest of this 100-lap event, we're only on lap 8, or lap 7, excuse me, they're going to have to be careful not to get into another accident. Oh, I'm getting word from the
understanding. Yeah, I'm understanding. You're exactly right, John. We're finding out from our producer they might not be given a fast repair now. I mean, you might be tore up from the floor up and you're out.
Yeah, if that's the case, then I mean, you know, if their car is going to make it and get into the pits and get repairs done, that's one thing. They're going to be slow on the track. This is a 1.5-mile speedway. Wesley, aerodynamics are going to matter. So we'll see what happens if they can get in there and get some repairs made and at least get some fenders put back on and get back out there. It's only a 10-week race, 10-week series, excuse me. So all the points they can get is what's going to matter.
So the first caution of this Blizzard iRacing Cup Series is out, and the Trans-Service Logistics Incorporated Blizzard Cup Series in Chicagoland, quickly yellow flag in the opening laps. But I was going to say, though, on lap 8 of 100, caution laps do count. I was going to say, though, John, that normally, and this is in no disrespect to the other leagues, no disrespect at all, it's been a while since LSRTV has covered almost 40-plus cars in a pack in a very, very long time. This is really cool, but there's a lot to keep up with as well.
It really is. We're getting a taste of, big time right here, Wesley. 43 cars on track at the same time. It's going to be a handful to keep track of everything. But, we got one of the best producers in the booth. We got one of the best announcers in you up in the booth up here also. So I think we'll be all right.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I just hope we don't see any more cautions. I really want to see how these guys, these tires wear off as we go. Like I touched on earlier, Wesley, 50-some-odd laps, between 54, 57 laps on fuel. And the tire wear didn't seem to be all that bad when I did my testing earlier. So, I'd like to see him go, 35, 40 laps with a hot track and see what happens.
No doubt about it. And some cars did come down to the pit lane to take on service after having some damage. Obviously, the ones that were in that accident. Ron Holyfield is on the pit lane. Michael Milfeld Jr. is in. Dwight Beverly. Doug Sigmund is still on the pit lane. Kevin England, who had damage. So did Tyler Hunter in the 70 car. So they're having work done. And the lights are still on as we're under yellow flag here. Lap number 9 of 100. We're 8 laps into this event. A new era for your home for sim racing. All details at livesimracingtv.com. 4K Ultra HD broadcast quality on YouTube. Give us a shout out where you're from, where you're checking out the action. And for those that are new members from coming and joining us from the SIM500 League, we welcome you. We hope you enjoy it. Be interactive. We'll chime back in as well. Pace cars in. Lap number 9 coming to the line. Green flag back in the air here at the virtual Windy City. And on the jump, it's Falkingham pulling away. 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 like Noah leading the Yarks behind him into turn 1.
Well, I'll tell you what, that was a great start by Daniel Falkingham down there on the inside. He's got Kevin DeBrown in the 93 car behind him. Gonzalez still up top. He's got the 22 car Rivera behind him, trying to push him a little bit, get some draft momentum going there. But boy, we've got a tight pack of cars coming out of turn right here, Wesley.
Down to the stripe. Here they come. The leader holding his own. Here we go now. 3 wide, fighting for second. Falkingham under attack. You can't block them all the way from the top to the bottom. Gonzalez, Brown, Macklin, Rivera, they're all in that mix. Here comes Wetzel. Wetzel and Ryan and Beasley also are there. Top 10 nestled behind one another. And Gonzalez will now go to the lead around Falkingham, and they go to 3.
He's trying it on the outside, but he's not going to have the help he's going to need as the 22 car has fallen back a little bit. Let me tell you, the names that we're seeing up at top here, we got Falkingham leading Gonzalez, Brown, Rivera, Macklin, Ryan, Wetzel, O'Rourke. These are all what I would call the regulars in Sim 500, the ones that race day in, day out, week in, week out with Sim 500 guys. And they are putting on one heck of a show, which we thought they would. We got a great battle right now going on between Gonzalez and the 26 on the outside and Kevin DeBrown down the inside for second place.
Some of the best of the business, as you reiterated on right there, going at it. As this is round 1 from Chicagoland Speedway. LSRTV will have coverage for 2 weeks. I want to remind you, we will be taking off next week, obviously in observance for Thanksgiving. So they have a couple of weeks off, and then they come back. And then when they come back after the holiday Christmas break, you know, and that's the thing about this winter series is right now we see Falkingham going inside, going outside, going to the bottom, going to the top, trying to block these cars. Gonzalez, Brown, Rivera trying to reel in the leader like it's a Daytona or Talladega draft, and Falkingham holding his line as we're 13 in as they go to turn 1.
That's what I love about this car. Look at that move that 26 just did on the 39. He drafted him all the way down through the tri-oval, drove it down hard through 1 and 2. He's going to try and pull up next to him and side draft him going down the backstretch, and he's got some help from Kevin DeBrown down there on the inside.
Certainly does, as we watch them working their way back around the corner. Here they come. They're flying here at Chicagoland, by the way. This is a sample of the new next-gen car. And honestly, this 10-week winter series for the Trans-Service Blizzard Cup, honestly, John, is going to give these guys an opportunity to figure these cars out, tweak, make adjustments. The series for the Sim500 League will also make what proper changes need to be made to make these cars more raceable as we move into the National Series. Trouble!
We got a wreck on the backstretch.
Cars spinning below the bottom of the apron. Caution is out, second time here at Chicagoland.
I was just going to say for that flag flew.
Yeah.
Can't tell. Yeah, we'll have to get the replay.
I was right. It's Randy Yoakum.
It'll be that 8 car right there, the Caterpillar car.
Yes, sir. Watch him, Randy Yoakum. He's in that pack, the Caterpillar entry. 29 and 34 right there with him. This was going on inside the top 20. And watch it. Oh, man. Oh, just turned. Nowhere to go. Nowhere to go for Yoakum, and the Caterpillar car goes spinning. But like I was saying, as we go into our second caution, John, this is going to give the opportunity for us on iRacing to even tweak and work on making this SIM500 league better with the new next-gen car. As we look at an extended replay, high above, and aerial coverage is presented by LSRTV.
Yeah, you can see it right here coming off the turn. The track just narrows up a little bit, and it looked like maybe Yoakum, I don't know if he got loose or what. He just realized King was down there on his inside, and there was two cars racing for the same spot on the track is what that is. And unfortunately resulted in a spin on Yoakum's behalf, but he'll be able to get in, get the dents knocked out, and get back on track. But what I was going to say before that flag flew out, Wesley, is that's what I love about this car, man. It's like we take the action and the racing, the hard racing of Talladega or Daytona, and you throw it onto a mile-and-a-half track, and well, you get this great show that we're watching right now.
And literally what we just saw was the ingredients of what you would see in a draft on a super speedway. And by the way, the Sim will compete on Daytona, Talladega, Indianapolis, and the road courses, and obviously the intermediate and the cookie cutter short tracks and whatnot are different than the super speedways, and we'll see that there. But again, the adaptation of this new next-gen car is obviously what this winter series presented by Trans-Service Blizzard Cup will be going on here. So by the time we get to February, my friend, February 2022, that'll be the official launch of the new season of the Trans-Service Cup Series, the national events. We look forward to seeing what these guys can do. But right now, a little sampler. And right now, I got to say, I've been very impressed with it. Look at this. We've seen, we've seen Falkingham go out in front. We've seen one car at least try to battle to get around him. Rivera, Gonzalez have been there. And then behind the leader, they've been 2 by 2 by 2, 3 wide, 4 wide. Good racing in the early going at Chicagoland. I'm very impressed, John.
Oh, yeah, same here, man. That move that Gonzalez used to put that pass on Falkingham, where he drafted him going down to the turn and then just slung it down onto the inside to try and side draft him coming up on the backstretch. That was amazing to watch. And I tell you, Wesley, even though we've had a couple of the quick cautions, yeah, I'm from New Hampshire all of a sudden. How you doing,
some
buddy?
Cautions, man. Cautions.
Give some of that
sausages. Get some coffee.
But as I was saying,
we're
before
not
my tongue
making
decided
anybody
to
up
make
north
me
mad. Please don't get mad at us, please.
No, I hope not. But,
hey, by the way,
it's big, quick cautions, but I'm surprised, to be honest with you, because, I mean, we've got 43 cars on track, 43 unknowns, if you will, Wesley. These guys, for the most part, haven't driven this car. Some of them have, some of them haven't. So I'm really impressed that we've gotten so far with just minimal, cautions. Yes, it's 18 laps in. We've had 2 of them already, but still, it's been some great racing in between, and I look forward to seeing some more great racing as the night progresses.
Trans-Service, again, proud sponsor of the SIM500 Esports League Blizzard Cup Series. You're watching it right now. And Trans-Service is a full fleet maintenance, full service leasing and logistics solutions company, solving distribution challenges and improving customer fleet's performance, located in the USA and Canada. Follow them online, of course, at transservicelogistics.com and on Twitter at Trans-Service Inc. Just gave them a follow. And while you're also doing that, check out at Sim500_racing on Twitter, at iRacing and at LSRTV. While you're doing all that stuff. John, are you on Twitter? You can also give me a like and a follow at Wesley Outland.
I am.
Yeah. Well, what's your Twitter handle?
Raging Cajun Graphics and Raps. That's me.
I am at Wesley Outland. Very simple. Right?
I tell you what, Trans-Service, Wesley, they have been a part of the SIM500 group for, I want to say, at least 4 or 5 years, maybe, ever since I started racing with them. And they have done an outstanding job of supporting this league and supporting these guys in here with great prize packs and trophies and stuff like that. So if you guys out there watching can, drop by Trans-Service's website and give them a like. Give them a heads up.
So not only do we have a color analyst in the booth, producer, we also have a former driver analyst as well, because he's ran with these guys before. Here we go. Back to green. Falkingham, Gonzalez, Rivera, Macklin, and Ryan ready to go on the restart. And just like the last same old song and dance, like the lyrics to an Aerosmith song, here we go behind the leader, Falkingham, and they are going 3 wide out of turn 2. Boy, oh boy.
I love it. I love it. 4 wide going into 3. Why not? Let's do it.
Waste any time. Let's go 5 wide, shall we? No, don't do that.
We've got 4. Do I have 5
Ooh.
now? 5 going once.
That's
Look at this
right.
move
Here we
up
go.
on the
Look
high
at him
side by
fight.
Rivera. He's going to swing out there with the help of Ryan, take the lead, and we got 3 wide for third behind him.
And look
So
at
all of a sudden,
Falkenham stuck
Wesley,
there
the
on
guys
the
that were
bottom.
up front find themselves in 4th and 5th in 1 lap. That's
You
amazing.
see, yeah, look at Falkenham, man. He's fell to the back, man. He's back in the top 5. Now he's trying to dart from the middle to the outside lane to get back up there. He got around Gonzalez and Dalton. And Rivera is now the new leader. We've had 3 different leaders in the last 20 laps.
Yes, we have, and I'll tell you, we're probably going to see more of that as these guys go and get more and more comfortable in this car. I guarantee you we're going to see some guys really pushing the envelope of aggression, trying to get that lead, get as many spots as they can. Real quick, oh, look at that. Who's that? Falkenham swinging way up high like that?
Yes, it was. Yes, sir. Oh, they're going 5
I
wide.
think
Look at
maybe.
this.
Oh, my goodness.
Look at them all in a pack right there, dude. I'm telling you, I know this is Chicagoland, but the way these new Gen 6 virtual cars are, you could run it like it's restrictor plate racing. Look at the 10. A little wiggle, and a jiggle, and a giggle, and a bobble. Hold on.
I lost
Right
count.
in the
It was like
middle.
5,
Caution's
6
out.
wide right there in the tri-oval. We have
We
a
have a
wreck.
caution.
Oh,
We
the
have a
09
caution.
car.
I want to say it might be the 29 of Kevin King, I believe. And the 09 caught up of Christopher Williams. So King and Williams put us under yellow flag number 3. And, you know, John, if you remember the last time King got by, the last time he got lucky, look at this car in the wall. Oh, my goodness. There's Williams, and there King is somewhere here when he got caught up in it. Actually, it started with King, and then there's the outcome with Williams' car.
There's Kevin back here in the back coming down into 3 right there. Let's see what we got going on here.
There's the Reese's car. That's King's car. Oh, do you
Right.
think it might be payback? Do you think it's payback? Because he's the one that got together, remember?
Oh, no, we got a car up in the wall up there. That silver
wow.
and gray car was in the wall already. Yeah, him right there.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
Maybe one too many cores.
Well, I was going to say, I was
there
thinking
it is.
possibly the 8 car. I was
Yeah.
thinking possibly the 8 car there was coming back to return the favor to the 29 because they were around each other when Randy Yoakum got spun on the back straightaway. But that's
Oh.
not the case. He just, oh, wow, in the wall.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, look out, Williams.
Yeah.
Below the flag stand. Look out, Barney. And by the way, hey, you notice a lot of the numbers are on the side of the panels, remember? NASCAR is doing that full-time next year. I saw that for the first time when I was at the All-Star race at Bristol, and that's something they're bringing back. And obviously, you know, there's the one lug nuts. So everything that you see mimicking on the real NASCAR Next Gen Cup car, it's the same on iRacing as well, John.
Well, it will be actually, Wesley. To clarify, right now, if the guys want, like they're here on the 22 car Rivera, if you want your number up there, you're going to have to do a custom number on your paint scheme. Right now, the iRacing stamp and the iRacing template still has it on the door. But I do have word from one of the guys that does design work at iRacing that at the end of season 4, I think for the next big build is what he said. They're going to
next week 13
move
update?
that stamp. Yeah, they're going to move that stamp
Gotcha.
up forward where it's going to be for next season. It's still a work in progress with this new next gen car, which we knew it would be this year when they brought it out. Because honestly, let's be honest. NASCAR is still figuring out too in real life. They're still doing testing. They're still making changes here and there. So it's always been iRacing stance just to be patient with it. But I'll tell you what, man, it's still fun to drive. I hope they don't take the fun out of it. That's all I'm asking.
Well, I can tell you this. I was actually talking with somebody about it at a real race yesterday I did for Racing America, and we were the structure of taking the test that Stewart and Boyer and Dale Earnhardt Jr. did at Bowman Gray Stadium with the next-gen car. They're taking their analysis, their data, and they're putting it on a big 20-car pack at Charlotte Motor Speedway, I believe right before Christmas is what the plan is. And they're trying to work on the logistics for keeping. All right, so if you remember the SRX series back in the summer, their concept
awesome series,
is what they're trying to work on is to create a short track car, a road course car, and a super speedway car in the same next-gen package, because these cars are going to be so expensive. And I believe I was told that the minimum has to be 6 cars in a shop for the NASCAR teams. You have to have at least 5 cars, is what I was told. So
Yeah,
one of the things that is being done, John, exactly. But one of the things being done, John, is to possibly create a car with the package from the Bowman Gray test session, from the Charlotte earlier session, from a road course session, where you can be able to have a cup car, road course car, a super speedway car, a short track car, all in one car, and you ain't got to build all these different cars for different packages. Because we're even seeing it done today. You're seeing a super speedway car, you're seeing a short track car, you're seeing an intermediate car, like for here. They're trying to find a way to make it where you can have 3 cars.
Way back in the day, and I'm talking way back, 50s, 60s, 70s, even in the 80s, they only had one type of car. They just changed the setup on that car when they went from Daytona to, say, Martinsville. They didn't have, 5 different types of cars. They had one, but they changed the setup, shocks, springs, stuff like that. So if you kind of think about it, we're going retro, really, is what NASCAR's trying to do. And it's like you said, it's a cost-cutting measure that they're trying to help these teams save money.
That's exactly right. Man, a good time, good race here so far. I'm Wesley Outland, John Mustin Jr. alongside Rocket Media LSRTV Productions for the first race of round 1 of the Trans-Service SIM500 Esports League Winter Cup Series, the Blizzard Cup Series. Nelson Rivera now the leader. Tommy Ryan in second. Donnie Lee a third. Tyler Dalton. Sean Brightsman. How about that, Sean? Sean Brightsman, John, up in the top 5, man. Wow. We're getting ready to come back.
Yeah, he's made 16 spots since he started this race. He's made up coming back up to the front like that in the top 5 now.
About to complete 27 laps. Green flag back in the air here at Chicagoland. Into turn 1. It's Rivera. He's got the jump now on Leah, Ryan, Dalton, Kelly. All right there, 4 cars, nestled nose to tail. Nobody breaks out of line. That pack of traffic now comes back through the gearboxes up to speed. And now that 5-car single file train now roars up and breaks apart to 2 and 3 wide again into turn 3. They're not wasting no time in the corner.
It looks like somebody spilled marbles when they go down into the corners, man. It's like everybody just fans out, It's great. But I tell you what, this package is really making for some good racing. It's just crazy, Wesley, how we see, big contact right there between Yoakum, and I can't see who that second car was, but they bounced off of each other right there going through that turn. I mean, that was some good contact.
Hold it
I'm really
together
surprised
as
they were able
well.
to save it.
Boy,
yeah.
Yes, sir. And I find ironic the 29 was right there in that pack, so was the 8. Man, the 8 car trying to get back through the field. Yoakum, this was inside the top 30. Here we go again. Back across the stripe.
I mean, we still got a lot of laps. Yeah, we've got a lot of laps left, man.
Hey, John, I want to explain something to you as well. If you see the ticker and there's the blue for Brightsman, that's not like he's a favorite of ours. Okay, we do like Sean Brightsman. But with that being said, he is racing for the Northwest iRacing Cup Series Championship. Their finale is, though we do have a report of a massive, don't listen to me. It's hashtag fake news. It's on for tonight. The championship will be decided for the Northwest iRacing Cup Series, and Sean Brightsman, the defending champion, is going to battle with Dan West Jr., Christopher White, and Lake Peterson to go for a back-to-back Cup Series title. That is later tonight, 11:30 Eastern, on LSRTV and the Community Radio Network. And that's the reason why he has a blue ticker as we're going 3 wide. Look at him go 3 wide into the corner. Someone lift. Oh.
No, they're not going to do that. I'm sorry.
No.
Oh, I like that Pittsburgh pace car that...
Oh, no. Number 4's in trouble. Car number 4 in trouble. He just stalled. Bob Gillenwater and solved. Yoakum's involved again. Do we have the caution, two cautions in your out rule? Oh, no. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Holy cow. Look out.
Oh. Man. Gillenwater had nowhere to go.
Yoakum had nowhere to go, and neither did the 4 car. I mean, Bob Gillenwater just got into Yoakum. Somebody got into the 8 car. We'll watch this again. Oh, we're going on board with Bob Gillenwater. The Tide Ride. Remember to wash your dishes and wash your clothes in the process. Don't be stinky. Watch this. Oh my goodness. Gillenwater in. Yo. Oh man. Oh, that's horrible. And you know what, though, John? That's only a 2-car accident. That could have been a lot worse than that, so that's good.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. If that happened up front, they'd take the whole field out. Well, that's unfortunate that one of my horses is out of the race, but that's okay. I'm sure Bob will scrape off the... well, I painted Bob's car, too.
There you go.
I did Bob's car for him over the weekend. Yeah.
So, did we find out, are they allowed to use a fast repair? What's the deal here? Can they take one?
Yeah, there
are no fast repairs. So this is what you call process of elimination.
Hey,
the 99 on the pit lane.
Darwinism at its best, man.
So we have cars on the pit lane, including, I'm sorry, Falkingham, Ron King, Tiffany, Williams, Livingston, Gattina, Roth, Ferrari, Crumry, Simley, Fowler, Hollinsworth, Benfield, Karakoffey, all on the pit lane, along with Gillenwater and Rokem. So what do you think? Early pit stops you thinking, or is it right on schedule there, John?
Well, it's a little early, but, with all the cautions they've had, what are they going to lose? Now, that being said, we still have Rivera, Dalton, Mike Kelly, Donnie Leah, and Brightsman have not pitted yet at all. So they're still running the same set of tires they started the race with. So I'd be interested to see how they hold up against these guys, Falkingham, Gattina, and all these that just pitted and took 4 fresh ones.
This will be fun. This will be exciting. We're glad you're along for the ride. As this new era of the Trans-Service Blizzard Cup Series. This is their Winter Heat Series. Tonight, Chicagoland. We'll have you along the way for this 10-race series. And honestly, John, this is a nice warm-up for us for the next 10 weeks or 12 weeks, 13 weeks, because obviously we have some off weeks because of the holidays. But this is a nice warm-up for you and I, buddy, to prepare for the national SIM500 Trans-Service Cup Series that cranks up in February here on LSRTV.
Oh, yeah, and that's a season I'm definitely looking forward to. The Daytona event that these guys put on, Wesley, I don't know if you've experienced yet, but it's just like in real life. It's almost a week long of qualifying and dash runs and stuff like that, and they always put on a great show, great racing to watch. So yeah, and especially with the new car, I'm definitely looking forward to it. It's going to be something else.
What do you think of the new cars so far, what we've seen in the race? One thing I've noticed, Bud, is
I hate it.
They might be single file, but they get right back packed up side by side here. No, I'm talking about for the sim race, what we're seeing in this package for the Trans-Service cars.
Oh, I love it. I was just being silly, being facetious. No, I love the car, man. I really do. I'm looking forward to what iRacing does with this car once NASCAR in real life hammers out all the bugs and gets everything taken care of that they got to get taken care of, and then iRacing will come in behind them and release to us the version that we want. I think that I honestly think you'll see an uptick in membership too, Wesley. This car is so fun to drive. It really is. It's very forgiving, and I'm sure you've seen the same interviews I have. The guys in real life say the same thing about this car in real life, that it's a very forgiving race car because of that big contact patch that those tires have. These tires are wider than the tires they run right now. I think somebody told me they go from about a foot to 15 inches of contact patch. That's a lot of tire contacting the concrete, therefore a lot more grip. So yeah, I love it now, and I'm sure I'm going to love it when the final product is released.
Lights are off for the pace car. Let's settle in. Chicagoland after another yellow flag, 4th yellow flag of the race. Nelson Rivera is leading, Tyler Dalton second, Kevin DeBrown is in 3rd, Mike Kelly, Jose Gonzalez 5th, Sean Brightsman 6th, Donnie Lee is 7th, Brian Macklin is 8th, 9th is Bobby Wetzel, 10th is Richard Beasley. And there is your field gets ready to make their way back to the Geico restart zone here at the virtual windy city of Chicagoland. The pace car getting ready to drop onto the pit lane as the field now waits to go inside their box. They'll fire when they're ready with the lead car first. That's the inside row of Rivera. He'll pick up speed. Dalton now powers alongside. Brown and Kelly now come up to speed as well. And here you go with 3 cars trying to break away to turn 1 of the restart into the corner.
They're going to try, but they are not going to succeed, I promise you. They might get 2 or 3 of them. Oh, look at this. Brightsman down on the inside, 3 wide. He's got 2 on his outside on the backstretch, going down to the third, making a big fight for third place right there. And like I said, it doesn't last long. You touched on it first. These guys start off kind of single file, but it doesn't last very long.
That's exactly right. They come back across the start-finish line. Working down 37 completed, and here we go again. 3 by 3 by 3 by 3 again. Look at him. Somebody lift. Oh, behind the top 5, Kelly Gonzalez.
Oh, 4 wide. Here we go.
4 wide in the corner.
Guys.
Somebody better lift now.
Macklin takes it 4 wide and squeezes in, and he's going to pick up that 5th spot there, Wesley. Hey, Wesley, I need you to do me a favor. Oh, we got another caution.
Another yellow flag. Yeah. Who is this? Is this?
That's
that's
we have Calantoni, Anthony Calantoni in the 80 car, 84.
Yeah, Anthony Calantoni, who likes Cantalori, and the caution's out. Caution out. I meant calamari is what I meant to say. I like calamari too.
Oh, he just straight up got loose in the marbles up there.
And they
I mean, it just totally snapped. It looked like something almost broke on that thing. Watch.
What happened? Let's watch it again. On board. This should be fun. Yeah, not for him.
Oh, he just bounced right off the wall. That's crazy. That was just, wow. It's like the wall, literally the wall reached out and punched him is what it looked like. It
does. It does. And
that's
cars
really
are taking advantage of pit stops again. All right, John, what were you going to ask me before we had the crazy crash?
I don't know what.
Never mind. He lost his train of thought.
Oh, no, I was going to tell you to take a breath for me. You sound like you were running out of breath there, man.
Oh, I'm good. I'm man. Yeah, hey. That's why they call me play-by-play.
Oh, no, man. You were like, I thought maybe you might be stroking out on me. You were just so pumped up. I'm like, oh, my gosh. Breathe, Wesley. Breathe. Nah.
This is just so exciting, man.
It's a great show.
I'm having fun with these guys.
Is. Yeah, it is.
Really, I mean, you know.
It's just, like I said earlier, it's like taking super speedway racing at Talladega and Daytona and throw them onto a 1.5 miles. You know? And,
yeah, and that's what this car is. It seems like it. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I don't know if I'd be able to do this because, you know, my blood pressure is already high as it is. And
by the way, we're not even halfway yet. We're not even halfway yet.
No, we're not. You know, we're not even halfway yet. So. But, you know, and for folks that are just tuning in and wondering why we've had, 4 cautions, this is a new car on a new group of guys. That's what this series is all about. It's, you know, getting these guys tuned into this car and getting them, you know, so they can figure out how it feels to drive this car on different types of tracks. They're going to go, if I'm not mistaken, Wesley, help me out here. They're going to have here, they're going to do a super speedway and they're going to do 2 short tracks, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, let me give you the schedule real quickly because actually I was taking a look at it earlier here, by the way. And if you'd like to know more about the SIM500 Racing League, go online to SIM500. SIM500 Esports League on Facebook. Of course, they're also at SIM5 at _SIM500 _SIM under. I'm losing my mind here. Here you go. The SIM500 Esports Racing League. Of course, you can check them out there. And then in addition to that, you can go on Twitter. And their official website is sim500.com. sim500.com. So there you go. So I wanted to give that out there.
So, yeah,
throw out
I'm
some
looking
more
at
information about that.
Yep, I got the schedule right here. And it's Chicagoland now. Then we got Kansas, then Phoenix, the Legacy Phoenix, Talladega, which I think we're getting a preview of right now. Then we go to Richmond, Daytona, Michigan, Nashville. Oh, that's going to be fun in Nashville. And that's the super speedway, by the way. And then they're going to round that out at Atlanta. So, Wesley, we got a great selection of tracks, a great selection of tracks. And we might get lucky. They might have the new version of Atlanta out by the time they get there in January.
That's right. Yes.
Have you been
Looking
watching
forward to
those
that.
YouTube
By the way,
videos of
there was
Atlanta
a-
repaving?
Oh God, yes, man. That's where I got my That's where I actually got my announcing for career in NASCAR started. I was announcing at Atlanta, and Ted Alstead and I talk. Ed Clark, all the work that they've done there, and man, that's the first time I ever got to call a race with legendary Ken Squire. I mean, you know.
Oh, that's awesome.
Just, I love Atlanta. I love Atlanta Motor Speedway. I love it. I'm so glad that they repaved it. Matter of fact, my first time announcing at Atlanta was in 2017, and there was conversations back then about them repaving the racetrack, and SMI and Bruton Smith and Marcus Smith, they listened to the drivers, and the drivers said, no, don't do this, don't do that, da, da, da. You know, I understand for a certain aspect you got to listen to the drivers, but the race package was boring. Let's be honest. Atlanta's had some pretty big boring races in the last couple of years. It's because of the abrasiveness of the abrasion of the tires and the pavement not being used. They haven't done anything to that track since they had changed the configuration when they done it back in 2001. So yeah, I think it's awesome that they're taking advantage of this. I think it's cool. And I also believe that the Phoenix Raceway is going to finally have their unveiling of their new model of their racetrack. Obviously, you know, the dog leg as we come back to green is now the front straightaway. The straightaway is now the back straightaway for Phoenix. And I've always said I've been kind of disappointed that they did not change that when they actually went back to doing that for real. But we're back to green. Lap 43, close it in on halfway, and not wasting no time, John, to go back at it again as they come to the stripe.
They do, and it's just like on Talladega Superspeedway or Daytona. Rivera got a great jump on the start, but he got out too far, and the rest of the pack was able to chase him down really fast. Now he's got his hands full with Kevin DeBrown down there on the inside, Wesley, and I think Kevin's got his sights on that lead, and he might get it now.
Yeah, I think he is right now. We watch him again go back into that turn. Inside, here comes now Leah in the battle. Donnie Leah has moved up to 5th, 6th, 7th. He's fell back now. Got of that spot back in. Here they come, back across the line. Another leader, Brown and Beasley. Rivera falls back to 3rd. Montasi is now up to the 4th spot. Kelly top 5. There you see him. Single file. Tide ride to Beasley. I think of Ricky Rudd when I think of that car. And the tide ride.
He is a huge Ricky
power
Rudd
his
fan.
way to 3. Do it now?
I have done quite a few cars for Rick in the past. He is a huge Ricky Rudd fan. Huge Ricky Rudd fan. He's got those life-size cutouts of Ricky at his house.
Talking about the stand-ups. The stand-ups of Ricky Rudd? Okay.
Yeah. Like 2 or 3 of them, man. But,
well, this is on board with Beasley.
Falkingham, he was leading this race earlier, and he's way back there in 12th now. I'm not sure if he had a problem on pit road or if he has a problem on track, but he's way back there mid-pack now, and I think he's getting an idea of just how hard it's going to be to pass cars now. Him and Rivera are back there mid-pack instead of up front like they were.
I was doing some study and prep work when I came in from Jacksonville and looking at information, and obviously Falkingham is a champion this year in the SIM500 Esports League.
Yes, he is.
In one of their leagues. They have like, 3, 4, 5 leagues, I believe, John? They have a cup league, a truck
Monday,
league, Xfinity league,
Tuesday,
ARCA league.
Wednesday, the Thursday. They got a race.
Whoa!
A race they run pretty much every night of the week. Oh, wow.
I'll tell you what, too, John. Rivera is also falling back with Falkingham.
Yeah, they've. I don't know if they had trouble on pit road or what, but both of them have been mired back here in mid-pack for a while now. In the meantime, back up front, it looks like they've gotten kind of singled out.
Together.
Yeah,
watching Falkingham and King falling back. Rivera falls back. Leah has fell back as well on this last restart in the last 5 laps. Leah has fell all the way back to the top 10. Falkingham now climbing back up there as Brown is the leader. We're 2 laps to halfway, and Kevin DeBrown is the man out in front.
Kevin DeBrown, that guy, he's been with the group for a while too. Like that move that Falkingham just put on the 18 car, swung it way down deep, That's Brian Glazier he's trying to get by, and he's going to take that spot. We talked about him being mid-pack and having a hard time getting back up front. He's gained 7, 8 spots in 2 laps. So I retract my earlier statement.
I think that explains why he is also championship material. Look at him coming back to the front. So here we go to the back straightaway. We're coming to halfway this time by. Since we have a 40-car field, we are halfway through the race. So how about me and John give you your full field rundown at halfway, which is right about now. 50 down, 50 to go, round 1 of the Trans-Service Blizzard Cup Series. From Chicagoland, Kevin DeBrown leads, Richard Beasley second, Mike Montesi is third, Chad Coleman is fourth, Mike Kelly top 5. E.J. O'Rourke is sixth, Daniel Falkingham is seventh, Kevin King is 8th, Jose Gonzalez 9th, and Bentley Glasser in the top 10. Donnie Leah is 11th, 12th is Nelson Rivera, Joey Katina 13th, Jimmy Coleman 14th, Tyler Dalton is 15th, Brian Macklin 16th, Tommy Ryan, Bobby Wetzel, Michael Milfelt Jr., and Billy Stanley halfway through the field at Chicagoland. You bring in the rest of the rundown.
Shannon Wood out there in 21st, 22nd, Chris Williams, 23rd, Charles Woods, 24th, John Fowler, 25th, Paul Crumroy. Sean Brightsman, guy who was up in the top 5 earlier, is running 26th right now. 27th is Robert Friari III. 28th, Gerald Livingston. 29th, Ron Hollyfield. 30th, Scott Simley. 31st, Brian Tiffany.
Oh, trouble!
Big wreck.
Trouble, the wreck in front straightaway. Cars crashing. The 99 got involved. A couple other cars were involved, and there's the end result of the Black 30. He got turned, Macklin's car. Caution is out. Brian Macklin, they stuck it 3 wide, coming out of 4. John, it just did not work. Watch the replay.
No.
Presented by Polk's Poppers, Fish and Lures.
Well, we got it right there, 3 wide, Macklin to 54. Oh, wow, he just washed up.
Oh, he just squeezed into him. They
I'm
ran
not
out
real
of
sure
room,
what
and
happened there.
Ran him up the track. Oh, we got one wide.
Holy smokes.
Oh,
The
double
zero had nowhere to go.
John Fowler and the 15 also. Oh, my goodness. John Fowler and the Hooters 15 of Paul Crumry on board. This is going to be fun. John Fowler, first airborne car of the year on the Trans-Service Blizzard Cup Series. Watch this. I believe I can fly. Oh! Oh my goodness. Oh. Ah. Yeah.
And just like that,
I'm dizzy. I want some Hooters. I'm dizzy. I want some Hooters.
Hooters fixes everything.
Goodness. That's right.
No.
Wow.
Watch this. And and what's that? People are like, well, why is he going so fast? You can't see anything. That's the one downside of these cars is you sit so down inside that cockpit that all you see is the car in front of you. And unfortunately, the first clue that he had something was going wrong was just a little too late coming out of 4 right there. And that's probably going to end his night, Wesley. That car is tore up, floor up, as you would say. Oh, Kevin Brown slipped those pits, as did Beasley.
That I had a little bit too much to drink, a.k.a. drunk, but also if you're tipsy in iRacing.
Oh, my Lord.
Oh, my goodness. Hey, let's halfway. Back with more coverage. Trans-Service Blizzard Cup Series, iRacing, LSRTV. What a wild one so far. The first half of Chicagoland has been. We're back with more in a moment.
Hey, it's Wesley Outland on the set of the Bull Ring on Speed 51 TV, but I also want to remind everybody that you can keep up with coverage of esports with the Northwest Cup and Truck Series, the American iRacing League, S&B Cup Series, and so much more on your home for sim racing, LSRTV. Of course, remember, you can watch it, and then you can listen to it on CRN, the community radio network at wearecrn.com. Check us out when you can.
An automobile purchase shouldn't be hard. The hardest part for the consumer in the whole process should be selecting the vehicle. We have the online credit application. We can bring the car to you to see it, to test drive it, to deliver it. We have all the tools in place, and we've had them in place for a long time. I just think now we've perfected it. It's become part of our culture. We've, kind of taken it to the next level. It is easy, and it should be easy, and it should be fun, and it shouldn't take a whole lot of time.
Just after halfway in the Trans-Service Blizzard Cup Series winner for the SIM500 Esports League. Hi, everybody. I'm Wesley Outland. Speed 51, now Racing America, Fox Sports Radio, MAV TV personality. Joined alongside is my buddy John Muschin Jr., former driver and analyst here for the SIM500 Esports League. And, of course, on behalf of Joey Gattina, we all welcome you. Jeff Stabnow, Charles Wooten, Rocket Media, LSRTV Productions, and a good race so far with the first ever look for me of the new Gen 6 car. The next Gen car is what I meant. And this race so far, John, has not disappointed. Your take on it, buddy. As the lights are off, we go to green next time by.
Oh, I tell you what, Wesley, you said it. This race has not disappointed. I have never seen 5 wide at Chicagoland. Let me phrase that. I've never seen 5 wide work at Chicagoland. These guys have been going 3, 4, and 5 wide through the tri-oval, 3 and 4 wide through the turns. For the most part, they've kept themselves out of trouble. It's been great to watch. We've got a little less than halfway to go, Wesley, and I am just stoked for the finish of this race. I do want to touch on one thing real quick, if I may. I am really digging that 77 car back there in 4th place. I just realized it's a Miller Genuine Draft throwback car, which was one of my all-time favorite cars back in the day with Rusty Wallace.
Can we show that car real quick? Let's give him some love. Look at that. Look at that car. Oh, my goodness. Throw back to Rusty Wallace and the 77 machine. There it is. Waiting patiently in the back, ready to pounce on the field when it's time to go. As right now, he is currently in 4th. Robert Ferrari, the 3rd.
Now, Sean Brightsman and Millfeld, none of those guys pitted. Everybody else in the field has pitted and taken 4 tires. So this ought to be interesting to see how these 3 guys do with everybody on their back end of fresh tires.
Back to green on lap 58, 57 completed. And they go back to the whip with now Millfeld out in front. Ferrari out in 2nd, the Miller Genuine Draft car. Or at least he's not sponsored by Miller Genuine Draft. It's the wrap job of the Rusty Wallace.
Oh, no, he got turned.
Oh no,
my
it's
goodness.
the announcer jinx. Are you kidding me? Oh,
I did it again. No.
No caution.
And we're still green,
No
Wesley.
caution. It's no caution, though. Oh, my goodness.
That really, really packed up the front.
Caution's
too.
out now.
Caution.
Oh, my goodness. Sure. Oh, we got one in the grass. The 92's in the grass.
Shannon Wood got spun there.
The 02, I meant.
Oh, that was so unfortunate. So unfortunate. Oh, looks like he got down the apron right there and got loose.
Oh, he lost it. Look at this.
Man, he almost saved it. Almost saved it.
Stayed 11
that was
trust
Shannon
right
Wood there, Wesley.
Save on the 02. Yeah, man, what a job there for Shannon Wood. By the way, I'm looking at the comments, and when the 00 went flying through the air, it was, I'll agree with you, for John Fowler. He got airborne. He did not flip. He pirouetted through the air. So, yeah, like a tipsy-topsy top, if you will. It was a pirouette through the air, not a flip. So that was hashtag fake news on my part. Sometimes I give hashtag fake news. I apologize, John.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I only gave him a 9 out of 10. So
this is not fake news, though. We are bad luck, okay? The dreaded announcer jinx got the 77 car. We were talking about things. All of a sudden, they just go spinning. Jose Gonzalez and Robert Ferrari III get into one another, and that was not a caution called. But yeah, we're bad news. Race 1, jinx 1.
I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not doing that anymore. But real quick, I just wanted to give you not an update, but touch on something you were talking about earlier. The SIM500 guys at sim500.com. The folks that we're watching put on this great show right now, folks. They have a race every night of the week. They're going to have the Cup Series on Mondays. Tuesday, it's Super Late Models. Wednesday, it's the Premier Xfinity Series. Thursday, they're going to bring a NASCAR Dirt Series. Friday Night Thunder. I think this year they're going to be doing trucks, if I'm not mistaken. Joy might be able to correct me on that later on. Saturday night is the ARCA Series. It's a throwback ARCA Series. And then Sunday night is the Super Speedway King Series. Folks, if you want to have fun racing and learn something, I guarantee you're going to learn a few things. Go check these guys out at sim500.com.
Yeah, sim500.com. And, of course, our Twitter and Instagram. And, of course, at Transervice as well. Transervice Logistics. At LSRTV. We thank them as well. LiveSimRacingTV.com. And, of course, remember iRacing. Yes. Guess what?
Oh, yeah.
Below is the information on if you would like to get involved in this simulation. For more information on how to start your iRacing career, log on to iRacing.com. New members for the holiday season, John Muschin, 50% off. Returning members coming back, 25% off. You can't beat that with iRacing.com. More information.
And folks, it's more than NASCAR. I'm telling you straight up, if you've never touched iRacing before, never seen it, you've got NASCAR, you've got IMSA, you've got Formula One, Indy cars, dirt, rallycross. It's just amazing what they offer through the service, so go check them out. Oh, and Wesley, by the way, the new Phoenix is on the service now.
Oh, yeah, cool. I do like the new Phoenix. I always liked that better than the old one, in my opinion. I did, yeah, for sure.
They've even got the LED
last year
tree.
When we ran a race. Do what now?
They've even got that LED cactus that sits up there in front
Oh,
of
cool.
the
flag stand.
Flag man.
Yeah, on the flag stand.
Yeah.
It
It
gets
lights
a
up at
cactus
night and
up
everything.
as,
It's
you know.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, green, yellow, red, white.
It's awesome. It's
Yes,
so
sir.
pretty and sparkly.
Oh, God, you're scaring me, John.
It's not me. There's nothing on over
watching
here.
TV. You're hearing things, producer. 61 completed of 100. We're on lap number 62. As we'll get ready to go back to the restart here. Let's give you your top 10. Michael Milfelt Jr. is the leader. Mike Montasi is second, so it's the Mike and Mike show. Daniel Falkingham climbing back through the top 12, back to third. Kevin DeBrown is back to fourth. Sean Brightsman, fifth. Bentley Glasser, sixth. Kevin King, seventh. Richard Beasley, eighth. Mike Kelly, ninth. Chad Coleman, your top 10. They're in turn 3. About to go 2 by 2 by 2 like Noah leading the animals to the virtual arc of iRacing. And we're ready to bring them back to green flag this time by. Still a lot of racing left to go. A lot of caution flags. But I will say this, though, John, a lot of excitement. This race is not disappointed.
Not at all. Not at all. And we knew there was going to be some growing pains with this series, Wesley, but it's still been a fantastic show so far.
Back through the Geico restart zone. Green flag back in the air with Milfelt pulling away. Falkingham now back to the inside. For second, he'll go to P2 as they go to 2. Montesi up on the outside. Hey, you like cookies? Famous Amos cookies? I love my cookies.
Baby.
Nom, 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 nom. Yes, Sean Brightsman, excuse me, coming through. Reese's 2. King is there. Look at that. Move to
Brightsman
second.
made a power move on the outside.
Yes, sir.
Man.
Wow.
And look who's back up front.
King and
Falkingham has taken that lead.
Man, he made it work. And now Brightsman getting up in the outside lane. They got sideways. Brown Milfelt to the bottom. Look at that.
That was a good catch on Brightsman's part right there. Meantime, Falkingham's got a challenge from King on the outside. Sorry, on the inside. Kevin King to the lead. King's been involved in 2 or 3 incidences really early in this race, Wesley, and here he is fighting for the lead up front. Oh, wow.
Fighting, battling back. Falkingham way below the apron. Drifts up in front of him. Look out, anybody hit the wall. King to second. Here comes now Brown. Not sorry. Reese's. P2. King coming after him. You better clean him after you eat all that chocolate. And he's also carrying Glasser with him as they go to 3.
No, Falkingham slammed the door on him going down through 3 and 4. Wow, man. Falkingham knows how to work that draft. I'll give him that. He's just, you know, he like you said, he goes from the top to the bottom, up and down, breaking that draft for these guys. And he's just putting on a hell of a show right now up there in first place. I tell you, Wesley, you know, I'm watching these guys up front, and it just seems like you get right up to the bumper, and unless you got help, it's very, very hard to pass. Like, you can pull up alongside of them and side drive from them for a lap or so, but unless the guy that's pushing you stays with you, it's very difficult to make a pass. But look at King. That don't stop him from trying, though.
Spot. That's right. You're in a hard spot if you try to, like you said, if you try to make an evasive move and you're side drafting, you can only side draft it for so long because it seems like it cuts the air off. Look at it. Oh, look at this. Oh, yeah. Oh, Kevin King. Look out, buddy. Oh, he's got all of the Brown behind him. All of me loves all of you. And Falkenham, too. Up on the outside of the two. Look at this as they come back to the line.
He puts King out front. King with the damage back in. Though, I got to wonder how much that damage is going to affect that car. We're going to find out here because down to the inside dives Kevin DeBrown for the lead. And is he going to clear him? I don't know. Oh, no. No, he's not.
This is not practicing Burchett. You just saw that angle there as the assist goes to DeBrown and Falkenham. You're on board now with Daniel Falkenham, but champion earlier this year in this league, and now he is setting his sights on King for the lead. And right after him as well on the outside, here comes Ossie and Kevin DeBrown, Kevin King, Daniel Falkenham. Oh no, hold on.
That was amazing.
Oh, they saved it.
He didn't turn
they
that
saved
car
it, John.
was amazing.
I can't believe that. Look at the 10. Look at him. Power to the outside, to the inside. He's coming hard. Richard Beasley running after them as they go to the corner. Rivera's back in the battle as well. And all the while, it's the man out in front of DeBrown, Kevin DeBrown. Second time he's led this race so far.
But in his mirror, he's got to be loving seeing this 2x2x2. That just means that he doesn't have to worry about anybody to his inside or outside. He'll hold that lead for a few laps. And right now, this is the time of the race, Wesley, where these guys are going to be doing moves like this, trying to figure out what they're going to have to do to keep the lead once they get it towards the end of the race.
Round one tonight of the Trans-Service Blizzard Cup Series winter heat. Later tonight, the finale of the Northwest iRacing Cup Series from Vegas. Kind of similar to Chicagoland. Championship up for grabs. Coverage begins at 11:35 Eastern Time on your home for sim racing and on the Community Radio Network. John Muschin Jr. is here. I'm Wesley Outland. We're working lap 70 completed of 130 laps to go. Settling in for the home stretch. Final quarter to go. DeBrown, King, O'Rourke. First time we mentioned his name with the 41 up into the top 5. Falkenham falling back, and now you have at least, what, about 12 cars in a pack? In that first pack now, John, starting to pull away.
Well, I'll tell you what, O'Rourke was actually involved in an incident early. He got in the outside wall, had some significant damage. I'm guessing he got in and got it fixed. He pushes King back out front. King also has some significant damage on the back end of his car, which does not apparently affect very much as far as passing cars goes, because, boy, he had that push from O'Rourke there, and boom, he's out in front again. And you're right, we've got basically a two-pack, three packs of cars. Yeah, 3 packs of cars out here, just like you'd see it at Talladega or Daytona.
That's exactly right. 3 wide to the back. They go working their way again through the
5
trial.
wide.
Slicing,
oh, my goodness.
Dicing. King to the lead. Not sorry. Reese's 21 to P1 as they go to turn 1. A lot of ones in that sentence.
Well done, sir. Well done. Can you go to 3?
Not sorry.
Boy, I tell you what, this fight up front
turn.
is great, and we've still got 27 laps to go, Wesley. I mean, this is not even close to being over yet.
That's right. Closing in on 25 remaining here in a couple more laps as right now King and Falkenham are now 1 and 2. DeBrown third. Coleman going at it again.
I tell you what, Falkenham sees the damage on that car up there, and he's like, gosh, if I could just get close enough to him, I might be able to loosen him up a little bit, but he just can't get to him. But now he's got some help from Kevin DeBrown in that 93 car. He might be able to push him up and past him and take that lead right here going down
for
to
the lead. Here he comes inside, driver left. On King, Falkenham is there. DeBrown is also there, ready to lick
DeBrown
his
ditches
chops and pounce on him like a
Wow.
coiled cobra. Look at this. And you saw that Gen 6 work. That next gen car, we're watching it. It kind of helped him get around him there. Falkenham had nowhere to go. That bump draft we talked about, he used it for King and Brown, and they cleared around Falkenham there as they go to 3.
I believe they're starting to figure out that this car is driving just like a super speedway package, and the bump drafting and whatnot is going to come into play here. I mean, Falkenham had to be completely caught off guard right there when DeBrown left him and ditched him like that and hung him out to dry. So now he's going to move up in front of the 9 car of Bobby Wetzel, maybe try and force Bobby to help him catch back up to those front 2.
Wetzel of the 9 machine trying to run down Falkenham in front of him for 3rd and 4th. Rivera the top 5, and now they go nose to tail. You've got the rear end of the car in front of the front end for at least a pack of 9 cars or more. Now Wetzel jumps out of line on Rivera, trying to run down to Cunningham to Falkenham. Cross the line. We're under 25 laps to go, and King is out in front. King, Brown, Falkenham. Wetzel made his move. Here comes the number 9, Napa Chevrolet. Shades of what we see Elliott do. He's going after Falkenham to the back straightaway in Wetzel's car going to 3.
That was a great move that Wetzel did right there on Falkenham. Unfortunately, there wasn't a follow-through with his pusher. His pusher, the 22 car there, didn't stay hooked up to him. But look at this move on the outside. Wetzel's got some great momentum coming through the tri-oval right here, down through the tri-oval, down into 1 and 2. But he still cannot clear Falkenham in that 39. Meantime, Falkenham now has Beasley in that ride, the Tide ride right there, Wesley, giving him a shove to try and make him even with the 9 car coming down the backstretch.
Coming up on 20, low contact. King got into the 12, I believe, of the 2 car of Kelly, and they both save it. While all the while, King is out in front. And they come to the line. It's now 20 laps to go. Next time by, 21 remaining. And King is in his own world, starting to pull away from DeBrown. And they're trying to break away from 3rd place of Bobby Weitzel as they hit the back straightaway.
And we've got some more contact back there in that 3 wide racing. I can't really tell who it is from here, but a little bit more contact coming
Kelly.
out of 2 that time. Yeah, Mike Kelly got a little loose there, as you call it, a little wiggly. And but he was able to pull it in and save it. That's the great thing about this package, Wesley, is these cars are pretty easy to save. As long as you don't have somebody constantly pushing you through the spin, you should be able to recover the spin quite nicely. The 38 car is back up there. Chad Coleman, we talked about him earlier. He's got significant damage on his back bumper, but as we see with our leader, that doesn't really matter much as long as you got a good pusher behind you.
20 to go. And there's the man out in front, the number 29 machine, Kevin King. Shades of when Kevin Harvick drove the Reese's car. First name's the same, last name is not. Kevin Harvick, Kevin King, Kevin DeBrown 2nd, Bobby Wetzel 3rd, Daniel Falkenham is 4th, Nelson Rivera 5th. And they're right now all single file as they work the high banks into 3 here at Chicagoland. And again, the top 2 of King and Brown pulling away. Brown looking for a run on the bottom on the inside, and King will throw the block. 18 to go at the stripe.
That's not the time to make that move just yet, I don't think. I think Brown needs to concentrate on staying behind King, but when they did that just now, look at how fast that back part of the pack caught up to him. Wetzel in 3rd, Falkenham, Rivera, Beasley, all those guys caught up real fast just then when DeBrown poked his nose out trying to make that pass.
DeBrown back on the inside again. Gonna get some help from Bobby Weitzel possibly. And there they go. Bump draft into one another up the wall. Goes King. King goes from the leader to 4th or 5th. As Cunningham clears him, they're all bobbing and weaving. Zigging and zagging. King lost all the momentum he had. 17 to go, and Bobby Wetzel to the lead in the number 9 car. Wow.
Wetzel took advantage of that little mix. Well, I would say mix a little dust up between DeBrown and Kevin King there. Now DeBrown's back out front, but not by much. Right. He's got company in the form of Daniel Falkenham, Bobby Wetzel, Rivera's back there, Beasley's back there, and King didn't disappear. He's still there. And Joey Jattina in that 14 car. Joey's been quiet all race long. We find him up to 6th place now in that 14 car.
You remember earlier, Joey Gattina had some problems, and now he is right back in the dogfight here. As we watch his car climb, he's in that pack on the outside lane. There you see it, the Team LSRTV entry. Got some other cars behind him as well, with O'Rourke and King. Anybody in the top 10, honestly, have a shot to win. As there goes Gattina on the inside. They do.
They really, really do.
We just saw what happened.
It's just a matter of finding a dancing partner.
Look what happened to King. King was the leader. He got bump drafted, sidebar. He fell to the back, and now he's rallying to get back to the front. And in doing so, when Brown and Falkingham bypassed him, Wetzel also. Now Wetzel's falling back. Anybody can win this thing. 15 to go.
Well, the Brown needs to be real careful right here and keep Falkingham in his mirror. Falkingham, if he gets enough of a run on him, he'll make the move anywhere on the track. It won't matter. Tribal turns, wherever he can get it. Meantime, looks like Gattina had contact between King and Beasley.
Oh my
And
goodness.
Beasley was sideways right there, man. That was a great bit of driving and saving right there from Rick Beasley in the 10 car, the Tide Ride. Really good job of saving that car. And that's gonna give a little bit of momentum back to King. King's gonna kind of move out there and bring Gattina with him, and they're gonna take up the spots of 6th and 7th.
And I'll say this as well, man, Kevin King, he backed off because he could have just drove through the 10 of Beasley and took him out.
Absolutely.
And he didn't do that. There was a lot of give and take there with 13 to go. That's impressed me.
13 to go, and we're back to single file, Wesley. But I tell you what, I don't think it's going to stay that way very long.
I don't either. I like it. The peanut butter and chocolate collided. I like it. And then the Tide Ride was there, ready to clean out the mess.
To clean out the stains.
DeBrown is the leader. Falkingham in second. Don't say that. Back straight away. They go to the third
I'll tell you what,
turn.
I'm pulling for that 14 car. He was mid-pack, back-pack for most of this race, stayed out of trouble, and look at him. He's still fighting down there on the inside, underneath Wetzel and King.
Here we go. He jinxed him again. Gattina, Wetzel, King 3 wide, 12 to go. Just hush, Sean. Just hush. You don't jinx anybody.
I think I'll do that.
The 41.
Oh, he's going to squeeze up in front of O'Rourke right there.
Oh, look at this.
Wow,
O'Rourke is on the
not happy with that move.
Joey Gattina here. Wow. Come on, dude.
I'll tell you what, O'Rourke was not happy with that move.
10 laps to go. 10 remaining. They are all single file.
Brown has got
when do you jump out of line?
All over his back bumper.
That's right. They're all single file right now. I ask again, John, when do you jump out of line? When do you make your move?
I'm going to go with play track racing style, and maybe 2 laps to go, 3 laps to go tops. You don't want to do it too early, Wesley, because if you don't have help, you're going to lose 4 or 5 spots right off the bat. So
and
I look
mind
for
you,
Daniel to probably
lap
make
traffic
his move.
is up ahead.
Oh, I see that. Yep, I see that out of the windshield of Falkingham. He might use lap traffic to make a pick or something like that, too.
I thought that was a dead bug on the windshield.
Did he just lift? I'm just shocked because they haven't been lifting all race, so I'm guessing those tires are starting to give up a little bit.
Ooh, strategy. Saving tires, saving fuel, Falkingham.
Oh, yeah, look, he's lifting.
He is lifting. He is lifting. Oh, my goodness. Normally he sends
That's what
it
he's
in
doing.
there.
He's saving some tires there. Yep. He's going to try to save a little bit of those tires for that. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Who's the hound dog? Who do they call hound dog? Look at this. Moving by lap cars. Moving by the 4 car. Lap traffic in the way of the leaders. Oh, he cleared him. King trying to clear the lap car. Beasley trying to clear the lap car. They'll do it. Rivera. Wetzel.
Yeah, Bob's
all
pretty
clearing
good
the lap
about that.
car.
He'll stay up high and give them all their lap they need. All the space they need on that lap.
Who
They
is
got another
hound
lap
dog?
car coming up. I don't know.
Who is
that
the
does not
guy
sound
that they call
familiar.
hound dog?
No idea.
The chat box is saying dog. So I'm Billy Stanley. Billy Stanley is who they call hound dog.
Well, where is he at?
I don't know who it is. And I'm understanding that Billy Stanley is they call him the Hound Dog because he is the stepbrother of the king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley. Yes.
Are we going to win
That's
this
not
race?
hashtag fake news. I'm going to come after you, baby.
It's
I got to
not.
win. I got to win. It's time to go.
Oh, thank you
Chicagoland.
very much. Oh, wow.
Hey,
Tina
it's
just
only
got-
fitting that tonight is Viva Las Vegas, right? We got to...
Viva Las Vegas.
Gonna set my
Viva
soul on
Las
fire.
Vegas.
5 to go. 5 to go at Chicagoland. It's Chicago time now. Who's it going to be? As there goes the 22
Like I
Rivera
said,
up
I'm
the
telling you,
racetrack.
Falkingham's going to make that move any minute now.
And you got them all moving around lap cars as well. 5 laps to go. Well, I hate to break anybody's hearts, but Hound Dog Billy Stanley is not in the outcome of the finish of the race. But
No.
it's good to see that he's still out there. He's damaged, battered, and bruised, and banged and bandaged, but he's still not within this battle here. Because right now they are all
Speaking of
playing
bruised,
possum.
battered, and bandaged, look at King, man. King in third place for that
Oh, yeah.
destroyed back into that car. And he's giving Falkingham everything he can right now. Look at this. He's going to make his move going down 3 and 4, trying to take second place away here. That is exactly what Kevin DeBrown wants to see, too.
To the inside. Try to make that run. Got around Falkingham. He'll clear him. DeBrown,
Oh, dear
King,
Lord.
Falkingham, Rivera, 3 to go.
So we should be seeing a lot of aggression, I would say, from those top, well, those second and third place cars right now. And like I said, here we go, coming to 2 to go, and here goes King making his move. Now he's going to have help though from Falkingham. So is Falkingham going to help him, or is Falkingham going to come in there and make his own bid for the lead? Or
Cross the line.
another
2 to go.
choice.
3 wide for the
Oh.
lead.
Oh,
Falkingham
they're gonna wreck the
contact.
lead.
He got
They're wrecking
into
the
it.
lead.
They save it. Beasley spins. Beasley gets into King. They're still wrecking. They're in the wall.
no.
Gatina's involved. Wetzel's involved. Caution out. We go to overtime in round 1. Oh, no. Wow. Uh-oh.
Your Pulse Poppers replay. Oh my goodness. Oh. And Jatina darn near had it missed, and Wetzel had nowhere to go for those two guys. The spinning car of 29 just came right up in front of him. 29 is so heavily damaged this time. He's definitely going to be out of the race. Oh, that is so unfortunate, Wesley. So unfortunate. Now, here's a question for you. Does anybody have any tires left? And if so, do they pit and take them right now?
I think it's the scenario of damned if you do and damned if you don't. If you come down as the leader, they're all coming down to the pit lane. If you don't, then they're going to stay out. DeBrown is the leader. He's damaged. See the car?
He's got a lot of damage.
It's all tore up, and he's pitting.
Yeah, he's going. He's
Everyone
going
else
to pit
is
road.
pitting. Oh, he
faked it.
Look at it. Yep, that's what I was telling you.
Oh wow.
DeBrown said, "I'm beaten
Oh,
and
my
battered, but I'm
goodness.
staying in the fight."
Oh.
Oh wow.
Whew. I can't see the cars, but I'm
Rivera's on
wondering
the
if
pit
there's
lane.
anybody that's not damaged from that up front. I mean, we know the leader's damaged. I think Falkingham's got some damage on the right side. I think Beasley's good. Beasley should be good, right? My goodness. Oh, I love green-white checkers. Have I mentioned that yet?
We're going to overtime. Quick break, and we'll take you to the overtime finish of the Trans-Service Blizzard Cup Series Round 1. What a wild race it's been in Chicagoland. And now, if it's not over yet, if you enjoyed it, now you're going to enjoy it even more because we're going to overtime.
An automobile purchase shouldn't be hard. The hardest part for the consumer in the whole process should be selecting the vehicle. We have the online credit application. We can bring the car to you to see it, to test drive it, to deliver it. We have all the tools in place, and we've had them in place for a long time. I just think now we've perfected it. It's become part of our culture. We've, kind of taken it to the next level. It is easy, and it should be easy, and it should be fun, and it shouldn't take a whole lot of time.
Hey, it's Wesley Outland on the set of the Bull Ring on Speed 51 TV, but I also want to remind everybody that you can keep up with coverage of esports with the Northwest Cup and Truck Series, the American iRacing League, S&B Cup Series, and so much more on your home for sim racing, LSRTV. Of course, remember, you can watch it, and then you can listen to it on CRN, the community radio network, at wearecrn.com. Check us out when you can.
Overtime. Welcome to round number 1 of the Blizzard Winter Heat Series in the Trans-Service Blizzard Cup Series. It is a SIM500 Esports League sanctioned event on your home for sim racing, LSR TV and YouTube 4K Ultra HD. I'm Wesley Outland. John Muschin Jr. is here. We have 102 laps completed. 100 laps was the distance. And guess what, John? We got to overtime round number 1.
Say it ain't so, Joe. I'm kidding. Yeah, this is going to be exciting. Give me 2 seconds. I got to find my inhaler. It's got to be in here somewhere.
Oh,
I think
don't have a heart attack. You're going to need it. Yeah. We're ready to settle this here. A lot of damaged cars.
And you've got that heavily damaged car leading the race, man. That's just
that's right.
My goodness.
The Brown did not pit.
I would ask
Falkenham.
No, go ahead. I was going to ask you who you taking for this, but we don't want to jinx anybody, right?
Oh my goodness. I got a feeling we're going to have another caution. I hate to say it. We're going to they're going to crash before they come to the white. Brown and Falkenham ready to bring the field back to the Geico restart zone. Overtime number 1. You're on board with the green flag. Overtime. Chicagoland. May the best driver win. DeBrown, Falkenham, Beasley, Coleman's the name we know. He's in the battle as they go to turn 1.
I can't believe Coleman has snuck his way up into this battle right here. He's got damage. DeBrown's damaged. Falkingham's damaged. I think Beasley in the 10 car is the only one who is not damaged, and he's bringing company with him. We've got the 7 car, the 21 car, your cookie guy. The Cookie Monster's down there in 3rd now. Falkingham is washed up and out, and there goes Kevin DeBrown as well.
Donnie Leah is also up there. White flag is out. 1 to go. The CRN 1 to go. Final time. Brown, Beasley, all in this battle. Final time into turn 1 and 2.
Chad Coleman leading this thing, coming down the backstretch. In his mirror, he sees him going 3 wide. That's everything he wants to see right there as he comes down through 3 and 4 for the last time. He's got it, I think, there. Wesley coming out of 4. He's going to have a nice, almost half a second lead there. Or tenth of a second.
Chad Coleman comes out of nowhere as they're wrecking to the checkered flag behind him. He is Chicagoland. Meanwhile, King gets turned. He gets wrecked. Beasley goes around. Cars are crashing on the checkered flag. Sean Brightsman was a wrecked car. And all the while, Chad Coleman, like a thief in the virtual night, comes into the Windy City. Back in black 38, puts it to victory lane. Round 1 of the Trans-Service Blizzard Series in overtime. Wow, what a race.
Wow. Whew, man. Didn't see that coming at all. Didn't see. Is there a car? There's 2 cars stuck in the fence up there underneath the flag man. Watch out, Barney.
The celebration is on for Chad Coleman. Man, oh man. The winner of the first SIM500 Trans-Service Blizzard Winter Cup Series Series is Chad Coleman in the number 38. And what a race, what a finish. We hope you enjoyed it. I don't want them to take a break for Thanksgiving next week. John, here we go. Chad Coleman, he's your winner. Mike Montesi comes out of nowhere. He'll finish second. Donnie Leah on the podium now, finishing third. Richard Beasley fourth. Charles Woods fifth. Shannon Wood, Mike Kelly, Bentley Glasser, Nelson Rivera, Matthew Kirkcoffey is right now your top 10 in the checkered flag.
Oh, I apologize. Michael Milfeld Jr. 11th, E.J. O'Rourke 12th place. Sean Breitzman, who is about to leave here and go fight for a championship in Vegas, comes in 13th. Tyler Dalton 14th. Stoney Benfield 15th. Gerald Livingston 16th. Billy Hound Dog Stanley 17th. Daniel Falkingham, who was fighting for the lead for a long time, finishes up 18th. Anthony M. Galantoni 19th. And in 20th place, Christopher B. Williams.
21st is Jose Gonzalez, Brian Tiffany 22nd, Joey Gattina 23rd, Doug Roth is the final car on the lead lap in 24th. Then you have Bobby Wetzel a lap down, 25th, Robert Ferrari the third, 26th, Kevin D. Brown 27th, Kevin King, Paul Cumry, and is the top 30. That's Paul Crumry, the top 30 along with Jimmy Coleman. And that is the final rundown here. John, give them up. Finish.
We got Bobby Gillenwater coming home for 31st, Scott Simley 32nd, Ron Hollyfield 33rd, Tommy Ryan 34th, John Fowler 35th, Brian V. Macklin 36th, Jeff Hollingsworth 37th, Doug Sigmund 38th, Randy Yoakum 39th, J. Randall Watkins 40th, and 41st will be Dwight Beverly, Kevin England in 42nd, and rounding out the field, Tyler Hunter in that 70 car. 43rd place. My goodness, Wesley, 43 cars on the track tonight, man.
This was fun. I got to say it. This was fun. Quick break. When we come back, it's the Finish Line post-race wrap-up show. We'll talk to Chad Coleman. He steals one here. Montesi, Leah, they came out of nowhere on the podium. Top three finishers, a wild one in Chicagoland. It did not disappoint. It's the Trans-Service Blizzard Cup Series Winter Heat. We'll talk to the top three when we return on your home for sim racing. to coverage on LSRTV, Sim Racing, iRacing Service. Blizzard Cup Series winner heat is presented by the SIM500 Esports League. I'm Wesley Outland, and of course, John Mushton Jr. Great race, and Ian Coleman coming out of nowhere, getting the win. We'll talk to Chad Coleman in just a couple of moments in round one here at Chicagoland Speedway. But first, we'll grab third place, a real racer. And I heard this name in a while, but he's been rocking and rolling in the world of esports as well. Donnie Leah. Donnie, your take of a wild round one with the next-gen car here at Chicagoland, and you come out of nowhere on the podium.
Hey, yeah, that was actually a lot of fun. Really, a lot to learn with the car. Obviously, I think iRacing has a lot to learn with the car as well. So we're just learning, but that was fun, kind of like a super speedway kind of deal. But you can get real tight. I was tight all race. I just struggled all night long, and then just had a good couple last few laps there, and that was a lot of fun actually. I got a shot there at the end. So yeah, congrats, Chad. Good job to Chad, and appreciate you guys covering the race. Pretty fun.
Hey, Donnie, John Mushton, man. How you been, buddy? It's been a long time.
Hey, what's up, bud? How are you?
I'm doing good, brother. Listen, you look great out there. I just want to get your thoughts on this next-gen car. We saw a great race up in the booth tonight, very competitive. A lot of people being able to be aggressive, and if something goes wrong, still be able to pull it out. So what are your thoughts on this next-gen car, man?
It's not terrible. It was all right. I just have a lot to. I personally, I not even close to figuring it out. So, and I don't know about anybody else, but I would be tight one lap, tighter the next lap, hit some bumps and shove up the racetrack. So, just struggling to keep the nose into the racetrack for me. But it made for a good race. So that's I guess that's what matters, right? So definitely a good start. I think it's a good start. Kind of hectic with a lot of wrecks and whatnot, and I got into shit, who was it? I don't know, somebody, but I apologize. I just got real tight there. But yeah, it was fun. And it was a good show, so that's all that matters.
We do apologize for the language there, by the way, but we do try to keep this fan friendly. But no, Donnie, I understand your take on things, man, for sure. But I'll tell you what, I'm liking this new Gen 6 car, or the next gen car. I think this is definitely a car that definitely needs some more R&D, even on the iRacing side of things. But I think this race did not disappoint for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
What do you think? Also, winter series that you're going to be running to get acquainted with this car, maybe some new drivers, new talent, and then preparing for the national tour when the Trans Service Cup Series fires back up for real in February.
Yeah, I think that there's really a good group of guys here. Seems like every week we get a couple new guys. I've been in and out myself the last few months, so I'm just kind of getting back in. But the racing's been great. Last few nights I've been back racing, and it's been a lot of fun. Some new faces, or I'm sure they've been sim racing a long time, but new to this to the league. But it was fun, and I got Honda his first top 3 back in NASCAR tonight, so it was pretty cool.
That's awesome, man. Sponsors, we'll let you go, Donnie Leah. Yes,
See you
sir.
later.
All right, there's Donnie Leah, man. He'll finish in the number 3 position. Mike Montesi in the 21 machine. He'll settle for second. He's another one of those drivers that avoided the calamity, coming to the checkered flag, kind of played possum, stayed out of trouble. Mike Montesi, you're taking the racing. You're on the podium in second tonight.
Yeah, I thought the car was definitely fun. Certainly rewarding if you stayed out of trouble and kept the tires cool, because at the end I was too far away to catch that lead group until they started beating the hell out of each other. So I just kind of rested the tires, and once we got that green-white checkered, I was definitely one of the fastest cars, so I got what I deserved there.
Well, I'll tell you, Mike, from up here, this thing was fun to watch. You guys did not disappoint at all. A really, really great show. Talk to me a little bit about your thought process in and out during the race, how the car was reacting to your input, whatnot, and what you did to compensate for what happened out there.
Well, I got the set working pretty good, so I didn't feel like Donnie was saying he felt tight. I just kept backing off the corners when I was in a pack, and the car felt very balanced for me. And I think that was just because I wasn't pushing it. And for most of the race, I just continued to go forward. So I want to say I started in 22nd, and I was in the top 15 pretty quickly, and it was just a good solid race, and it kept getting better as we went on.
Well, I'll tell you what, you know, Mike, this is a sample, I believe, of what we're going to see in February. We were talking with Donnie Lee about it as well, but, you know, I love the fact that, you know, this is kind of like the unknowns for everybody, trying to figure out these new next-gen cars, and in the process, the racing, I thought, was really competitive. Calling it in the broadcast booth from high above virtual Chicagoland tonight. What's your take of being behind the wheel? And in closing, also thank your sponsors.
I'm going to go have some Famous Amos cookies, so go get a couple handfuls of those after the broadcast here. Again, I think like all racing, the fundamentals are still there. I know there's a lot of complaints about the car, but you're still rewarded for good tire management and good race management, fuel management, and that's the key. And that isn't going to change with this car. So I think we're headed for a good season and a good next season.
All right, man. Well, there you go. There's the thoughts of Mike Montesi, Famous Amos Cookies. It's coming back from problems earlier in the race. It'll settle for the number 2 position, up 17 spots with a checker flag fail, up 15 positions, and coming out of nowhere, like a thief in the night of the virtual windy race day here on Racing Simulator, is Chad Coleman, and driver of the black number 38 machine. Chad is the inaugural winner of the Trans-Service Blizzard Cup Series winner heat round 1 here at Chicago. Chad, man, crazy race. Your take of surviving Chicagoland, playing possum, hanging in the back when it counted the most in overtime. You were ready to pounce like a coiled cobra, and you get the win.
Yeah, it was when we started the race, you know, kind of like with the old car, you know, with going to this one, nobody really knew what to expect. And we just kind of tried, you know, with the old car, you'd get in there, you'd run the bottom, try to stay out of people's air. And man, with this thing, you could race about wherever you wanted to, just big runs, a lot of side draft. I mean, it was interesting. It was interesting for sure. It took me probably a good 30 laps to figure out what I couldn't do to get away with. And then through the middle part of the race right there, we just kind of hung out, ran around in line with some people. And at the end, I was in a good spot. And I got shuffled out of that lead draft when, I don't remember exactly what happened. Somebody got loose and I had to lift, or it might have been me getting loose. I can't really remember. It was so much stuff happened right there in the last 20 laps. But we got back and got stuck side by side with a guy, and it took us forever to get caught back up once the leaders got to racing. But while I was back there, I just, you know, kind of looked after the right front tire, and once they got to racing up front, we started to run them down and picked off a couple, and the next thing you know, there's up there bouncing off each other and off the wall, and we shot the gap, shot through the middle, and come out on a pretty good end. We come out with the least damaged car out of that group, and it set us up for the finish.
Hey, Chad, John Mustard. Hey, man, congrats on the win, brother. I ain't talked to you in a while, but it seems like the last time I talked to you, it was the same old story. You just hung around the back, avoided trouble all night, and then snuck up there and stole yourself a win with some great tire management and car management. So tell me something. I mean, are you looking forward to this 2022 season coming up? I'm pretty sure that by the time the SIM500 full season starts, we'll probably have the full version of this car. You looking forward to it?
Yeah, for the most part, that was really different than what I thought we would have here. Like, you know, pretty much completely opposite of what I thought. I figured this would be, you know, aero tight real bad, like the current Cup car was and everything. But this, you know, you could race with people. You didn't have to worry about getting aero chopped. And so, you know, you could make moves and you could stick in the corner and run right up against somebody's bumper and slide them up out of the way. You know, 9 times out of 10, you wouldn't even touch them. You just get them loose. And if we can keep that, if iRacing can keep that with this car, we'll be able to race. The current version of the Cup car, you couldn't do that. You just plow. So, I mean, you was doing more looking in the mirror than you were, you know, looking forward and trying to hit your lines. But with this thing, I mean, I don't know. I mean, the real life, you know, deal with this car is it's going to go through some changes because, you know, they haven't figured out this car. So as they start to figure the car out, it'll trickle into iRacing. And I figured by the time February rolls around for SIM500 to start and for the start of the NASCAR season, this car is probably going to be very different than what we just raced, here tonight.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. The battle for the championship for the February series is going to be fun, and obviously the R&D testing that is done on the real next-gen car is obviously what's going to go down whenever things get started for the iRacing car as well, because everything tries to each other. So for sure, man. Hey, final question, we'll let you go. Thank your sponsors again. We're talking to the Trans-Service Blizzard Cup Series round 1 winner, Chad Coleman, and I'll tell you what, Chad, a great race, being there at the end, obviously not the outcome that many drivers I think were looking for, but this package, this race, I think you said exactly, made the finish be what it was. You took advantage of it, and thank your sponsors, and we'll see you. I don't want us to be off next week for Thanksgiving. Let's have a turkey derby or something at Five Flag Speedway. What do you think?
That don't sound like a bad idea. But I mean, with this car, I haven't got anything put on it yet, but we'll probably go back and run what we did last year. So I'll go ahead and thank, Trey Edson for painting it, which hasn't happened yet. And I'll thank, my sponsors from last year with Michael Sharp and Tap Out Tuning and Cadillac V Performance Center. That'll be the colors that go back on this car for at least this winter and probably next season as well. So I thank them. Give a shout out to Joey and everybody who has anything to do with SIM500. It's a great place to race, really competitive. And thank you guys for, being the new broadcast crew we got here. It should be a fun year, now and in the future.
We certainly enjoyed it, buddy. I'm not going to lie to you. It was very, very fun. Looking forward again, as I said, let's not take off next week. Let's run next week as well. So, no, we'll see you in a couple of weeks, buddy, I believe. And we definitely do appreciate your time. Chad Coleman, ladies and gentlemen, he picks up the win here in round number 1 of what is the Trans-Service Blizzard Cup Series tonight at the Chicagoland Speedway. We're off next week. Have a great Happy Turkey Murder Day. Happy Thanksgiving. I'd say that sarcastically. We come back again on November the 29th at Kansas Speedway. A track, John, similar to Chicagoland. Phoenix, Talladega, all on the way. Your take of round 1 here tonight, buddy. A great time working with you.
I had a great time myself, Wesley. Great time working with you. Great fun watching this car. I love Kansas. I haven't put this car on track in Kansas yet, so I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen with it. They just recently got that to a multi-groove track. Back in the day, it was all high groove. You had to be up high and had to be able to make the car work up high to do anything with it. But with this car, there's no telling. So I am definitely looking. And I'm like you. I don't want to be off next week, man. I think Joey should throw these guys on maybe, like you said, Five Flag Speedway or Southern National and let them go at it for about 60, 70 laps.
There you go. Yeah, like a Thanksgiving classic, if you will, for sure. But right now, it will be, dude, can you imagine 40-plus cars on Southern National? That'd be crazy. Holy cow. Chicagoland, Kansas coming up, Phoenix all on the way, Talladega. And again, we hope you have a happy Thanksgiving with all of your family and loved ones. What a fun time. Chad Coleman winning round number 1. And we look forward, of course, to the next race coming up in Kansas in 2 weeks. For Jeff Stabnow, Charles Wooten, everybody at Rocket Media, Live Sim Racing TV Productions, for Joey Gattin of the SIM500 Esports League, for John Muschett, I'm Wesley Outwood. Congratulations, Chad Coleman, winner tonight in round 1 of the Trans-Service Blizzard Cup Series winner heat. Round 2 again in 2 weeks in Kansas. And don't forget, in about less than 45 minutes time, we're back on the Community Radio Network and on LSRTV with the championship finale of the Northwest iRacing Cup Series season from Las Vegas. Be good to one another. Thank you for watching. This is only the beginning, and it's a fun time with the Esports League of SIM500. Be good.